is a secret. I know you like to keep it clean. No prying eyes to keep you honest. What do you hide when you hide with me? If you think you're clever, then you've never weathered anyone like me. I've been training all my life. Guess your numbers are right. Cause when she calls mine, I'm not gonna lie. Those pretty eyes, are you scared now? You can't erase all the things you've seen. Do you like my shows and all my monsters? Now you're my latest favorite thing. Do you wanna play misbehave? Say the ways you plan to hurt me, abuse and drain me dry. Now you wanna know if you'll make it out alive.
I thought I had gone live already with the music and got through the song and realized that, yeah, no, I had not actually started the stream. So that was fun. Oh, what the heck? Let's get started with the show. All right. So, welcome to the TTRPG Theater. I am your host, Rob, otherwise known as Phantom NJ. And I need to adjust camera nope, other way. There we go. Oh, too much. That's always fun. Trying to figure out how to get myself in a small window where, the way I move my head and such doesn't change things too much. And when you're looking at yourself mirrored, it, never actually works well. There we go. And why am I buffering on my own stream? That's interesting. Well, all right. So anyway, welcome to the TPRG Theater, and for tonight, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be codifying the house rules that I'm using for my Ember of Empires campaign. It's one of those things where I realize that I finally need to start getting around to doing this, and so I can make sure that I'm being consistent in how I run things. And also, as changes come, I want to be able to adjust to those changes and, not have it screw things up. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through get the player's handbook sorted, because I want this to kind of be in the kind of order that the player's handbook is in. Source books. We'll stick with, let's see. We will stick with the 8th edition, just because that's what I've got handy, and I haven't really reorganized the other. So, the first thing that comes up really when we're creating a character is rolling attributes. And we're going to make this really simple. For attribute checks, or actually for rolling attributes. And I'm hoping this is showing up well on screen. Please let me know if it doesn't. We'll make this 22. 46. Reroll ones. Drop the lowest. So how best to describe this? Roll 46, reroll ones, drop the lowest, and place as desired. Hey Jay, good to see you. It was good to see you over the weekend. Had lots and lots of fun at what do you call it? At Page. Playing in the two games, getting to play both of my characters in the campaign. This is bizarre. I don't remember ever actually lagging watching my own stream. This is fun. But as well as doing the Battle of Emerald Meadows, that was a great time. Would have been better if I'd been a little more awake. Late on prep tonight, huh? Oh boy. I suggest you get to it then. All right, so let's see. That's going to be the for rolling attributes. Next up, hit points. At first level, this is 26. And 22. Sure, GM, good to see you, sir. How are you doing? Haven't talked to you in a while. Hope everything is well. We are currently putting together the house rules for my Embers of Empire campaign. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I figured Sonius might. It's in pamphlet format. Hey, Chris, how you doing? So yeah, we're going through and putting the rules together, putting them in written form so that I have them, that we can share them, and kind of doing it as we go along in the player's handbook, so I can note the changes. Uh, so in the player's handbook, it does classes and then races. Um, I'm going to go the other route and go for playable races first. This whole thing with font sizes is going to drive me nuts. All races from the CNC Player's Handbook are eligible. Dwarf, Elf, Enmity rules do not apply as this is specific aired. Um, no, I'm not planning on it. I will have my stuff, and I'll have for like conventions and stuff. I'll have my 10th with the new printings available to me. I won't have the books along, or at least not the 10th printing books, the new or the reforged books with me. But I will have it just in case somebody's there playing in the game and they've got the new books. It's the same thing. It really is. Um, it's just the spell names, and I need to be able to. I just need to be able to make sure that I can translate between the new names of the spells versus the old versions. Playable classes. It goes well. History prof. I like that history of the Phantom of the Space Opera. uh, um, it's from Player's Handbook. Are eligible, except or assassin. I don't know if Buck Rogers might qualify as space opera. It's a good question. You know, I thought about that, and the only reason I'm saying no at this point is because I plan to rework the classes. Like, I literally am going to be, I'm looking to redo all the classes Greyhawk style, which means they all may look pretty different from what they are now. Um, at which point I'll give players the option to move their characters over to the new style or keep them as is. Anyone who has a character class will be grandfathered in. Well, yeah, they should fear evil clerics because evil clerics don't bathe and they smell terrible. How's it going, Mike? Good to see you. But yeah, no, I want to do, things I want to do are specialty priests, obviously, is a big one. I want to do some specialty mages. Illusionist, Illusionist is going to remain untouched. It's going to remain as it is. Um, I don't know that I want to do wild mages only because that can get kind of that can cause problems. I'm gonna have to think about that. But I want to do I don't know. I'm not going to do. I don't know that I'm going to do full on class specializations where you had enchanter specialists, conjure specialists, and all that. Though I do think stuff like elementalists are a possibility, especially since I have additional spells that I can give them. Well, it becomes a lot. It's not even the funny thing is rules book from a player's perspective is going to be pretty easy because they'll know what spells they can and can't have. The problem is it ends up being a lot of work on the back end for me to break down all the spells into all the spell schools and then go through figure out what's what. Yeah, I don't like, and the thing is, part of one of the issues I ran into is I found the stuff in From the Ashes where Carl Sargent did the various specialty priests, and I'm not entirely on board with some of his choices. Um, it's one of those things where, like, I looked at the difference between the Palor and the Foltis, and some of the Foltis abilities sound like they should be Palor priest abilities. Like, I mean, the joke is, Palor's Foltis is the blinding light, but they almost make it sound like good light as opposed to blinding, going to shine a light on shine a light on evil and all that, break the law and whatever. There should be a coldness to Foltus's light, honestly. uh I also, I'm looking to rework the bard. I'm not crazy about the CNC bard. Uh, Paladins. I think it's okay to have the generic paladin. Servant of servant of good. In communion with the various gods. I don't know that a paladin needs to, in a world where there are multiple good gods. I don't know that he necessarily they have to choose a specific god. I kind of wonder about that. Um, though I will say that if they want to be able to cast, they'll have to be lawful good. Yes, they will have to be lawful good. Now, one of the things I will say is if the paladin wants to eventually be able to cast spells at level 9, then yes, there's going to need to be a paladin dedicated to a deity, and not suddenly change it at level 9 where they change to, because they're going to be different. They're going to have some of the same restrictions that specialty priests will have with regards to that deity. Uh, but yeah, I think I want to have paladins. I do want to have other holy, you know, I do, especially like a lawful neutral. I like Heronius. I do also like Palor, because the Palor is basically a servant of the people. There's a lot of that to Palor, so I'm kind of okay with that. What I need to do is I need to bring up the and please don't forget to get in on the raffle. The standard $10 digital product giveaway. Um, where is the Hunter's backpack? There you go. St. And Cuthbert's another one. Classes. From Adventurer's Backpack. Archer. Primal Druid. Scald. And Warrior Priest. Class changes. Um, oh, actually, I think there's only one at this point. Um, Subject to adjusted XP table. Paladins cannot be turned by evil clerics, are not damaged by unholy water. All right. Hold on a second. And then there is the Bard. Was this covered in the Adventurer's Backpack? Bard is a spellcaster. All right. Let me just check the Ranger and the Paladin. It is level 9. Yep. All right. I'm trying to think if there's any other classes that I was looking to adjust right off the top. I don't think so. I Hi Kern, how are you? I can't complain. It's it's cold outside, but it's warm in here. After going through problems with my furnace yesterday. So we are in the process of codifying some of the uh, my house rules for the Embers of Empire campaign, and some of the stuff is things that I actually hadn't even made available yet, but I'm making available now. Now that I have it written down, there are some things that I'm just fixing. Um, let's see. So we've got the classes. I think that's it for classes for now. So really, the other thing that's left is what's left. I need to discuss, and I'm not going to put it down now because right now we're doing it standard. I got to find out how my groups feel about doing group initiative and possibly having that speed things up, and then figuring out how we want to run that with things like outlining charges and such. I guess I would have to be asking beforehand. But I think this is a good start. Let me see if there's anything else in here that I can definitively put. Oh, one more thing in here, playable classes. Oh yeah, I agree. It's always a great idea. Um, this campaign is a little different in the fact that, well, one, it kind of started with a during a virtual con. Started in not November, October of 2023 at Virtual Greyhawk Con. I had discussions with the guys ahead of time, and some of it was put in, stuff like the maximum hit points at first level, the way to roll up attributes and such. These are things that I've decided I want to put in as we're going along, or just at least write down like the playable classes. I think that's always kind of been understood what's allowed. But now I can have it down somewhere. Some changes, like the different changes that are here really haven't taken effect yet. Roger, Keith, how are you? Thank you so much for the sub. 37 months. Wow, over 3 years. Time flies, my friend. Time flies. So, the things that haven't taken effect yet would be stuff like well, actually, the only change that could have taken effect if, and I don't know that we don't have one in the campaign at the moment. So, as far as I know, I don't think we have a bard. At least not one of the regular players. Um, the only one that would kind of be available if they wanted to, and I would allow them to change it, was the ranger being able to choose Dex as their class prime. Well, the good news is everything here is kind of to the player's advantage anyway. I'm not really taking away anything. The only things I've taken away were choices of as playable classes, but that was already set ahead of time. Multi-classing has always been allowed. I have one multi-class. So I'm not sure if there's a second one in the campaign somewhere. I'd have to check on that. I don't remember if anybody in the other parties did that. Tree table. Um, but yeah, like Rangers, you know, the and Rangers and Paladins, being able to cast spells at level 9s, we don't have anybody that high yet. I think the first jump is getting to level 9 if that they wanted to do that. So I think level 9 is a higher XP value. So when the time comes, they'll be able to choose whether they want to go that route or whether they just want to stick with it. There's more stuff coming, and really, honestly, if I introduce or change any of the classes specifically for the campaign for Greyhawk, I will let people who have the old version stay grandfathered in. They won't have to switch over to a new version if they don't want, because I understand that it would change their character. So I don't have a problem with that. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good start. Like I said, want to see how people feel about switching over to group initiative, and whether they think that'll help speed things up in terms of combat a bit. Though we've been doing really well with the rolling every round. It's just it can be a bit much, especially for a stream game. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, things have been going well in the campaign. So with that, with that being done, and I don't have anything else there. Let me do this. It's on autosave, but let me just make sure. Oh, okay. So when it's on autosave, it just says save a copy. That's fine. So we can go to the other window. Aha! I can close this because this arrived. And I'm pretty sure that this is the new printing of the Hermit. I'm not 100% sure, but if it's not, I don't know what else it is, and that just means I got stuff and I've forgotten about it. Of course, I need to be able to get into this box. There we go. All right. Oh, 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 I was wrong. I was wrong. This is not the Hermit. This is something I got from Frog God Games. Monstrosities. That is a very, very, very thick book. Oh, man. I had forgotten all about the fact that I was supposed to get a hard copy of this. It's a great thing when things just show up on your doorstep and you don't even know what they are anymore. But it's good stuff. All right, so that means I am still waiting on the Hermit to arrive. I need to check because I've got a bunch of stuff coming in from different places, and I need to make sure that I don't lose track of it. I don't know if you caught the fact, Jay, that I am looking to like redo all of the Um, well, most of the CNC classes, Greyhawk style. It's my excuse to kind of take out the things I don't like and redo. What do you call it? Redo them all. You got your hermit over at Page. I was telling Steven, it's like, I should, if I had thought about it, I would have told them to just skip the shipping and bring mine with them, and I'd see them there. The funny thing is that almost wouldn't have worked because things did not show up at first. Oh, Page was a lot of fun. Average stream bitrate is too high. Huh. That's a interesting problem to have. All right. I'll have to work on that. Oh yeah, the leather copy. The leather copy was that they did a nice job with that leather copy, or the leather bound version. I think I have one. I think I have the player's handbook, and maybe I might have the new Codex of Erd in leather. I don't remember because I won a leather bound version of something. Um, it might have been one of the things for uh the St. Jude's, one of the giveaways in one of the streams. Yeah, what is going on? Um, of course, you can't adjust it in the middle of it. Oh, that's awesome. Uh, hmm. Well, all right. In that case, I'll just wait and we'll go through stuff and wait until you're ready to go, Jay. But I've never had this problem before. It's really weird. So I'm not entirely sure what to do with it. So yeah, so Page, like I said, Page was a lot of fun. I did buy Joe Block's Adventures Dark and Deep, which was pretty cool. Those books are just as big as this one is. It tells you quite a bit. Um, oh, also on so if you're looking for where to find me, honestly, the last time I rebooted the router was not that long ago. It was only it because I ended up needing to move it slightly. It was like sitting on the floor. Oh, really? That's that. I hope not. I hope that's not the case. Because if I find that out, that's the case, I'm going to be annoyed. It's like it should stick. That should not be changing based on just a router rebooting, especially since it's still local. And I'm pretty sure I'm specifically supposed to be going somewhere in the New York area. Hmm. All right. Well, I just changed my own viewing to auto, so let's see if that helps me any. But yeah, I'll have to take a look at that because that should not be happening, and I guess I'll have to go through my stream settings and fix those again. That's always fun. It's been a while since I've had to worry about that. But yeah, I will be playing for those of you who are, if you're not following Lord Gazumba, and I'm pretty sure everyone here is, because if you're not, um, I'm not entirely sure how you found me. Please give him a follow. I'll be playing on Saturday morning. This Saturday morning, and I will be introducing to the rest of the community. I played him for the first time this past weekend at Page. Salasar, House of Philo, or Phile, I think. Uh, Gray Elf, Earth Elementalist. He's a lot of fun. Let me tell you, it's I ended up using every spell slot I had to help us survive. By the end of the combat, there was like only three mobs left. The big baddies themselves were actually taken care of, and I was at the point where it was going to try to take out one with my staff, and 3 or 4 mirror images, hoping that I didn't get myself killed in the meantime. But it was definitely a good time, and choosing the spell and choosing the right spell at the right time, and dealing with people rushing into the combat, and you have a bunch of spells that are area of effect. Ah, great to know. uh, Touch View. Well, in that case, I'm glad to hear that. I really, honestly, I am very very glad to hear that. But we have that. So, personally speaking, this is actually my last stream for a couple of weeks. Actually, my next stream will be 3 weeks from now, as I will be on vacation as of next Thursday. And coming back, I will not be back until the second full week of February. So my next stream will not be, at least on this channel, will not be until February 13th. So I'm looking forward to some R&R, having a few drinks, having some good food, and just getting away from it all for a while. But again, I will be on Jay's stream on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. I am playing with Coco Bunny and Little Bones, which that should tell you all you need to know for those of you who are aware. That should tell you all you need to know in terms of how that session is going to end up going, because things are going to get funky. Then we have got Stronghold D&D with us. So that's just gonna be an Art of Mike Disney. So that's gonna be a good time. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing what Jay comes up with, and looking forward to seeing what I can do with this Elementalist, because he's got some interesting spells. I like the class. I like the spell choices, and just trying to figure out when to use them at the right time. Yeah, I really do need to shave. I've been kind of bad about it lately. Of course, the fact that I didn't have any heat in the house yesterday, kind of took any willingness to shave it off out. Not that it helped me any, because it was just bone chilling cold. How's it going, Pat? I need to get around to buying the coloring book now that it's available on Amazon. Hmm. But yeah, no. So I'll be off. Like I said, I'll be off for 2 weeks. And then after that, it is the run up until the St. Jude's fundraiser And for the fundraiser, I will be running 2 games. I will be running a game the Friday morning of the fundraiser. Yeah, my my furnace started having issues yesterday at around 10 o'clock, and the guy, I managed to get myself on the schedule, and by the time the guy got here, I had 2 space heaters here in the basement, and they were struggling to keep the place at 60 degrees. It was because it was so cold outside. It was -6 at like 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning yesterday. And it didn't get. I don't think it hit double digits until like 1 p.m. If at all. I don't. It might have even been later than that. So they came out, and he fixed it. He left, and then about half an hour after he left, other problems showed up that he wouldn't have found until the first time. So he had to come back again. Been working ever since. All right, excellent. As soon as you go live, I'm going to go move over because I realize that the whole putting stuff into the rules for the for the campaign took a lot shorter than I expected. So there's that. That's all right. Give me an opportunity to just talk about things in general. So yeah, we have Kyocera Corp. All right. Uh, I will have 2 sessions during the fundraiser. They will be at 9 a.m. on the Friday morning. I believe it's February 21st is the Friday. Yes, February 21st is the Friday. And then the Sunday, right now it's tentatively scheduled for 9. I need to see, I think Jay had asked if I can change it to 10. So I need to check with my players to see if they're okay with starting at 10 a.m. Instead. I getting an extra hour of sleep, and considering I think I've got at least one person on the West Coast, I don't know that that's going to be a problem. But we'll make sure that everyone's good with that. It'll just better align with the stream team and being able to raid into the group that we want to raid into for the different highlighted streams. But yeah, so let's see. Let's do this. Because I want to go. I'm gonna go to the. I don't know if I have it on the Be Right Back. I don't think I did. Let's take a quick look. No, I did not add it to the Be Right Back. Hmm. That's right. You'll see it when we get to the stream ending thing. It has all the logos of the different streamers who will be participating. We are looking to beat last year's record. We've beaten the record, the previous year. Every year we've done this. Last year we raised $26,200 over the course of the weekend. So I'm hoping to be able to, with 2 streams, get a nice chunk of that, and make some stuff happen, and hopefully we will hopefully we will be able to do some more good. I know we'll be able to do some good. I'm hoping that we can, with the community having grown, and I say this every time, going, it's weird, it's interesting going to conventions, and I'm going to conventions not to just be at the convention, but to meet the people that I already kind of know. Some I've already met in person, like I've met Jay in person multiple times already, but I got to meet the ever mysterious Tim, Bill the Master Crafter, and Tom, another one of Jay's players. Got to meet Mike Saxton, Retro Gamer Meth, for the first time, as well as his wife, Mike Zudrak, otherwise known as Zudrak 576 this weekend. Who else? I did see L Hawk 99 while I was there. I did see Lee briefly. And Cannonball, Troy. My I don't know if it's right to call him my nemesis, but he's my adversary when it comes to giving special hero points on Jay's streams. He normally pumps Jay up, and it's my job to keep the. It seems to be my job to try to keep the players alive, which is it's an expensive proposition at times because they wander into things, they try things, but it's all fun and good. Yeah. So there's that. So, kill them all. Herschel, my friend, how are you, sir? I hope everything's good where you are. Getting last coffee before work. That sounds like a fine idea. You working evenings this nowadays, or multiple jobs, or what's going on with you? We haven't spoken in a while. Ah, all right, cool. So yeah, I will be. I'll be on Lord Gazumba's stream on Saturday morning, Herschel. So, oh, that's always fun. You know, somebody retires and you got to work an extra day just to fill in the gap. Hooey. Let's see. All right, so Jay should be going live any minute now. Gonna throw it over to the stream ending. And as you can see, we've got the list. I'm not sure if there's anyone else added to this list of. I think this is the most updated version. So you can see I've got me, Stronghold D&D will be running stuff, Darling Creep Show, Castle Entertainment, Gary Con Live, obviously Lord Gazumba, Troll Lord Games, Guild Superior, Greyhawk Reborn, and Folk and Myth. That is a one hell of a strong lineup of streamers. And again, we are looking to beat last year's record of $26,200, and I will be sending more information as we get closer with regards to the streams that I'm running. I have half of my Friday group ready. I've got 3 people from my Sunday who playing in Sunday or actually I've got probably more than 3 who've offered to play on Friday as well. But I'm trying to find new members to play on the Friday game, just so it's not not try to get new members involved, new people involved in the campaign. But I do have 3, and I've got my 6 for the Sunday morning, and it's going to be a good time. All right, I see Jay has gone live, so what we're going to do is last chance to enter the giveaway for the $10 coupon towards any digital product from the Troll Lord Games site. And now I am going to closing the giveaway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Closing the giveaway and drawing a winner. Chris, congratulations, sir. I will get with you afterwards to get you the coupon code. Thank you everybody for hanging with me. It was, the content portion of the stream ended a lot sooner than I expected. I didn't think it was going to go that fast, but I guess when you have a really strong idea of what it is you want to do, it tends to go that route. So let's get the raid together, and if everyone could hang in for the raid into Lord Gazumba's channel, he's got his regular Thursday night game, complete with full-on use of terrain, as always. Stuff put together by Build the Master Crafter. Old school AD&D at its finest. Raiding. I will see you all hopefully on Saturday. If not, I will see you when I'm back from vacation in a few weeks. Ta-ta for now.